Deborah, and I'm here to inform you guys about the question that I got wrong on my exam on chemistry. So to start, let's start with number 1. Which of the following compounds is 40% C, 6.7% H, and 53.3% O? So first thing you have to do is write down your given. So you have 40 grams of C, 6.7 grams of H, and 53.3 grams of O. So you refer back to your periodic table. And C has an atomic mass of 12, so you put 40 over 12. 6.7 grams of H has an atomic mass of 1.01, and 53.3 grams of O has an atomic mass of 16. So you divide each of those, and then you write down your answers. And after that, you write down the lowest number out of all 3 numbers. And in this case, it's 3.3. So you're going to write down 3.3 over all the numbers, and then you divide it out again. And then you end up getting CH2O. So let's refer back to the answer choices. So we're skimming through, and we see that B is CH2O, just like how we got in our answer. So we know that B is a possible answer choice. Let's go to A. It's C6H12O6. The greatest common denominator that we can put this over is 6. So you divide by 6, divide by 6, divide by 6, and you end up getting CH2O. So we say, oh, A is the correct answer as well. But let's also look at D. D is something different. So we see that we have 2 C's, an H3 plus an H, which is H4, and then 2 O's, O2. So we do the same thing. Find the greatest common denominator that they can all be divided into, and it's 2. And so we end up getting the same problem we got here. So CH2O for D. So we know that D is a possible answer. Now the reason why C is not the answer is because it says Mg in the answer choice. We're not looking for Mg. We don't care about it. So that's why it's the answer choice. The answers is A, B, and D. For number 2, the standard mole of a substance is based on 12 grams of isotopically pure C13. Did I say 12 grams? Sorry. 13 grams of isotopically pure C13, 12 grams of isotopically pure C12, 3 grams of isotopically pure C3, and 1 gram of isotopically pure C1. Now here, the answer choice is B, 12 grams of isotopically pure C12, because 1 mole of C12 isotope has a mass of 12 grams. And also, according to and whatever his name is, avocado. So according to him, 12 grams of C12 is basically 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of C12. So that's why that's the correct answer. Okay, number 3. Will Cl lose or gain an electron? Right here, Cl will gain an electron because, well, basically Cl is negative, and it's trying to be like the noble gases. So it's trying to gain an electron. So that's why the answer is C. For number 4. If you have 1 mole of KMNO4, how many manganese atoms are present? Well, basically, for this problem, you don't have to work anything out. You just look at the compound. And we see that Mn has 1 atom, so your answer is 1. But if it said how many oxygen atoms are present, it would be 4. So the answer would be 4. But in this case, it's asking for manganese, so the answer is 1. For number 5, which of the following compounds is an empirical formula? Well, by definition, it's A and D. So that's why. That's the answer. Right here, which of the following is a means of separation? Well, these 2 terms we discussed in class, and the distillation, it's the means of separation, and chromatography is another form of means of separation, so that's why. B and C, they don't pertain to the means of separation, so that's why it's A and C. Here, which of the following is a nonmetal? Like I said, you can always refer back to your periodic table. On the left side, we have metals. On the right side, we have nonmetals. And on the stair step, it's metalloids. So A, S, we see it's on the left side. So that's why it's a nonmetal. So that's a possible answer. For B, we have carbon. Carbon is also a nonmetal. So that's a possible answer because it's on the right side of the periodic table. Si. Well, Si is a little bit confusing because it's a metalloid, so you can kind of get mixed up with a metal or a nonmetal. well, actually we're non-metal because it's on that side, but it's not the answer because it's saying non-metal, not a metal and a non-metal. So C is not the answer. And FR is all, it's like on the opposite direction of all of these elements. So that's why FR is not a non-metal because it's a metal. And so the correct answer here is A and B. Number 8, what is a molecular compound? Basically, a molecular compound is two nonmetals. An ionic compound would be C, a nonmetal plus metal. That's why that's not the answer. It's not asking for an ionic compound, but D is a possible answer. But let's take a look at A and B. For B, a diatomic gas and a metal. Well, as we know, diatomic gas is a molecular compound, but metal, that's not a molecular compound. So that's how we know that B is not the answer. Take a look at A, any compound that has a diatomic gas. Like we said before, diatomic gas is a molecular compound, but it says, the catch right here is any, which could confuse many students. Any compound. Any compound can be a non-metal or a metal, but it's not pertaining to a molecular compound. So that's why A is not the correct answer. So we take a look at D, two non-metals. That best fits a molecular compound, so that's why D is the answer. Number 9, select the correct statement. So basically just run through each statement and see which one we feel is correct. So A, electrons are negative charge and do not contribute to the atomic mass of a substance. That could be a possible answer. B, electrons are positive charges and do not contribute to the atomic mass of a substance. And that's the wrong answer because electrons are negative charges. So that's not an answer. Let's look at C. Neutrons and protons are positive charges. Oh, well, protons are positive, but neutrons are neutral. So, in D, the atomic number of a molecule is equal to the number of protons. Well, C is not the correct answer, I'm sorry. But D, the atomic number of a molecule is equal to the number of protons and neutrons. Well, this situation right here is half right because the atomic number of a molecule can equal the number of protons, but not necessarily the number of neutrons. So D is not the correct answer, and so that's why we chose A as the correct answer. Now for number 10. Okay. If you must travel 913 miles and you are in a car that goes 17 meters per second, how many hours will this trip take? So basically, you're setting up your problem. So you'll do 17 meters. You're trying to get from meters to seconds. So you set up your problem. You go from meters to centimeters to inches to feet, and then you go for miles. And so once you get here, you got your miles. You'll times it by 60. And then once you times that by 60, you get your answer. You also times that by 60 because now you're going from miles to minutes. And then after you get that, you get your answer. Now you got to go from miles to hours. And then whatever you get there, you subtract it by 17, and that will be your answer. Okay. So thank you. My name is Deborah, and I have taught y'all guys the correct answer, the incorrect answer that I got wrong on my test. So hope you enjoyed. Yeah, great. Hope you enjoyed it too. Yeah.